G'day, g'day. Oops. Shut that. Hope you guys all having a good one. Yeah, my stream title is Gaming and Chatting, but I have some stuff to talk about, and I might switch off on tangents of 3D work, just prefacing that now. So, I don't know how the stream will go, but yeah. Gotta preface that first. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good one. Today was my technical last day of work for the year, but not necessarily truthful, because it turns out tomorrow we're going out for 2 hours, so not too bad. Should be done pretty early, but I'm not good in the morning, you know. Finally. Took Discord some fucking good 5 minutes to say that I'm streaming. I'm having some weird shit, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna quickly bring it over, but like, my live panel is just nothing going on, you know what I mean? Oh my god, what's going on here? What is that? I don't know. Some weird shit. Don't know how to refresh it either, so I guess it's one of those things. But yeah, so I've been focusing on some more tutorials and some YouTube shit. Let me see. Yeah, so I've been doing some pretty good stuff, I believe. Made some planets yesterday. I enjoyed this. I mean, one thing I've recently been doing, and I've had some nice things said about it, so I'm sure you guys are happy that I'm doing it, but feel free to let me know, because I'd appreciate it. But, having, you know, these content things, you know, these chapters, so you can just click on it, where I go and add my middle rings, and you can see me adding a middle ring here, which is big and yellow, so you can see it there. I've recently been doing that, but I've been making some of these. This one came out today. It's doing alright. 8 views isn't too much, but Geogen isn't, you know, too big yet, so hoping that in the future there's more of an audience for Geogen, and more people use Geogen, because I really enjoy it and I think it's awesome. But yeah, there was an update for that today. There was an update for Embergen today, but I'm not too sure about that. As it says over here, oh, here's the full version. Running any sneaky, so 1.1.0. Because there are pre-updates, but whenever I go into Embergen, we're doing go-karting, and I'm so sore. This is still 1.08, so I'm not too sure if this is testing or something, but download it, I guess. It's not gonna come up, okay. It's not compressed, is it? Oops, wrong one. Weird. This doesn't show a version. So yeah, there's been updates. I'm currently following a tutorial right now. Abe Leal. He's pretty good. Following a tutorial on how to make some fancy coins in ZBrush because I've recently purchased ZBrush, and yeah, I just want to kind of get into it, start learning it. I don't believe a lot of these noises actually went into the final export, I'm going to be honest, because going into the 1-point dash, weird. It's going to come up or not? Maybe not. Interesting. So, I mean, it's coming along. I'm just following it, trying to do my own thing. This one's a little bit different. So they're still quite a bit different. I just sword and an axe. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. So I did. Just trying to think. When was the last time I streamed? But I think it's been enough time to the point. So I've purchased ZBrush. Yeah, if I hide this, doesn't have as much of the detail, but maybe it's yeah, it doesn't have all that. Still got some detail though. Not the noise for some reason. Maybe it's the way that I applied the noise or something, I'm not too sure. I don't know. I don't know ZBrush too well. I'm trying to learn it. I've done a little bit of ZBrush in the past, but I'm not a ZBrush kind of guy, you know? Yeah, so it's good, but yeah. What else? Soon-ish, the Gaia thing will come out. So Gaia 2.0 will come out next month, maybe, I think. The early access, that is. That'll be good. I'll probably make some stuff in regards to that. For those of you who haven't seen my latest video, not my latest one of my latest ones about the substance changes. There's some major substance changes happening. See, the 2024s are out. There's a price increase coming for these. So they're going to be going up by like 50 USD. So a lot of money. Nobody seems happy with that really. But I probably would stick with 2023. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. But I mean, I don't know. I'll upgrade it. I kind of need some of the new features sometimes just to keep up with class. As maybe in class we're going to be doing some of that. I mean, overall, I think for me, 2023 was worthwhile. Downgrading. I don't know if it was a downgrade, but okay. But yeah, like, so Paths came out, baking overhaul, apparently transmission. At first, I had to do a bit of research behind transmission, because I'm gonna be honest, maybe this sounds stupid, I didn't know really the difference between transmission and transparency. And in my defense, they work extremely similar. So transparency, like the light goes straight through it, right? Whereas transmission, the light goes and bounces off of it. So it's a very minute difference, but it is apparently a bit of a difference. I must say that I probably wouldn't notice it. If you gave me one another one, I probably wouldn't notice differences, but apparently that's the case, and I'll take it, right? That must be better, so. As technically, apparently, you should be using transmission for most things instead. And, like, maybe some stuff like water and shit doesn't, but... like, glass should be and stuff. So, I think. So, there's that. So, I'll probably pick this one up. Before it goes up in price. I don't know if I'll get 2025. We'll see how this year goes. But, so... luckily, ZBrush Perpetual was a little bit cheaper than what I was planning. I set aside like 1,800 New Zealand, and I only had to pay 1,600. So it was a little bit cheaper than I was planning. So I can put that extra 200 towards Painter. I don't know why. I don't know. It charged me less than it was meant to. But hello. So. Yeah, and then I'm just talking about the whole Adobe shit changes. Sampler and Stager are getting yeeted as well. It's coming January 1st. So if you are interested in these, pick them up while they're still available. And on top of that, you get a free year. So you pick it up now, you get 2023's version, but also 2024. But if you're picking up now, then you're not really getting a free year's worth. You're just getting that year's worth. But for me, who already owns Sampler, I'm getting a free year's worth effectively. So, I mean, I guess that's like a silver lining, but I wouldn't want me to have a free year's worth if it means that we're taking it off. So, that's shite. I think my hay fever is acting up because my eyes and shit are like a bit itchy. See if there's any more discussion and stuff. I check these every couple of days just to see if anything's happening, anything's changing, they're changing their mind or anything. Because, dude, I would give anything for them to change their mind, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, so same thing with Stager. I will be picking up Stager because I do use Stager occasionally, right? Like, I have Stager. I have it installed. It's good. Okay, you want to access any FBXs and do some like quick setups with any of them. Probably the fastest you're going to get, right? Marmoset, I believe, gives better results. That's by my belief. It's not, you know, a guess. It's just in my opinion. But like, I guess it's up to the person. I think most people consider Marmoset better than Stager, and you can do a bit more, a lot more with Marmoset. There's a lot more control as well. But Stager is what it is. It's definitely the fastest for accessing files anyway, so I'll pick it up, especially considering it's the last and final year. I'd rather have it and have an old version than not have it at all, and it's not like I'm going to be purchasing. So I believe you can buy, if I go into the... Why is Max on here? Yeah. So you can buy... Oh my god. It is 50 USD. Jeez, that's worse than I thought. I thought it was... I was holding on to the hope that it was 50 Australian dollars. No, it was 50 USD. So that's a ridiculous price. That's 18 New Zealand outside of tax. So, probably at that point it'll be like 90, almost 100. Because you gotta pay an extra 15% on top. So, this is the current option. You can either buy this. You can buy this. Or texturing, which... Oh, I didn't know it came with Sampler. Let's see, so it comes with... Oh, so that... You don't get 3D assets if you get that, but I'm not too bothered about assets. It's more the... Why does it say 30, 30? Is it? These both say 30 and 25 monthly generative credits. Whereas that... Oh, that's 50, never mind, I'm stupid. Then here it says assets, and that one doesn't... I don't know. Maybe they're trying to be sneaky or something, I'm not too sure. Regardless, I don't need future versions of Stadia unless they completely reinvent the wheel. Which maybe they might be doing. Sampler I don't need. Modeler I don't need. I have Sampler, but I don't think I need a future version. Unless they can improve photogrammetry to actually work well, I'm not too bothered. I have photogrammetry version, and I have tried it a lot. And it ain't great, okay? I've never had it work well. Like, it gives you a bit of control, and that's nice, I guess, but it's never great. So, this would be the best one for me. And I still don't need Sampler. If it was any cheaper, I'd get that. But, I mean, US 20, it's not great. So, I mean, maybe there's an option. Here's the way that I look at it. You know, you're spending $350 with tax. You're probably spending more than that. Oh, here it says assets, but it doesn't. It shows assets there and not there. It's sneaky. I'm not surprised. It's probably on purpose by Adobe knowing them. So the way that I look at it is you're probably going to be spending 400 New Zealand after tax, knowing how this shit works. And you get these. Now, scrap Sampler, because you don't need it, right? Realistically, if you're going to use Designer, Designer will give you better results than Sampler generally. Sampler is just an easier version. You can just take pictures and use those, but that's not necessarily great. I've made some good Sampler things, but it's like case-by-case basis. It's only a small case. 3D assets would be nice. Painter and Designer is really what you're buying this for. And you're paying, what, 400 New Zealand? Currently, these are 215. Now, they're going up in price, so maybe not so much worth it. And I know they're doing that just solely to rip more money from you. That's the only reason they would do it. Because it's fucking Adobe, who's surprised there. But at its current point in time, you know, you're pretty much paying... Scrapping Sampler, you're pretty much buying these perpetual each thing. So I'm fine with buying these perpetual, and I'll get Designer every, you know, 2 years or so, right? Or maybe 2 year difference, and get it every 3rd year, maybe. Second or third year might be just the way that I'd rumble for Designer. I mean, the way that I look at it, Designer doesn't have that many big updates that I think are like changing the wheel. They don't. They're like. I don't know if I have it, but Material Maker, yeah, I have it, but so you got Material Maker, which can compete, and there's a couple other ones that can compete, but not well. Like, this one's decent. You can make some nice stuff with it, but I don't know if there's any presets. I don't know if there's any presets, but. Yeah, I mean, there's that. So, Designer doesn't have really any competition, so they don't really bother with making new updates that are, like, insane. Do I think Painter's updates are worth 215 bucks? Probably not really, like, but I think it's worth paying it. If Like, I'd probably buy it bi-yearly, so every second year, once I'm out of school, but for now, I'll probably get each year. Just because there's some decent thing. I don't know. I mean, if you're getting money, right, you're getting paid to work on these things, right? I mean, you'd probably just... I'd be getting more of an income, and I'd probably purchase it at that point, but... yeah, depending on what else I buy. Let's put it this way, I'm definitely not getting ZBrush again, because A, too expensive, and B, they literally told me, you know, I contacted support, and they said, hey, we have no plans on, you know, doing this in the future, and I'm like, fuck, okay, so, purchased it before it's too fucking late. So anything that I would want to say before I move on to something more interesting. Well, we made naked person. So that's stager. Oh, I'm looking on subs and some of the showing off your work. It was a naked person. So I sent a message with Substance Sampler and Stager being taken off Steam, with a note that the focus will be on Painter and Designer. Will Sampler and Stager be fully slowing down updates? Of course, you had a hey. And Stager be fully slowing down updates completely, or what is the full mean? Well, what is fully meant by this? And Ole responded, I definitely wouldn't think so personally, but maybe you can say something Baptiste. And Baptiste responds, Sampler won't slow down at all. Big things coming next year, so I guess maybe it is worth purchasing. I mean, they say big things, but like big things could be like fucking minute things and they're just trying to sell it. But I don't know, one can hope. I mean, big things, would it be on the same level as photogrammetry? Not sure. But I don't really know what else they could do to improve it, really. Like, Substance Sampler's good, and like, there's a lot more that could be done to it, but I mean, big changes, big additions, I don't know. I mean, they added AI upscaling, so you can upscale things. I mean, some people may disagree, but I think that's a really good big upgrade. But I wouldn't consider it like if I'm thinking like getting excited for big things, AI upscaling wouldn't be it. But I mean, it's a decently sized update. I wouldn't call it like, you know, like it's a good addition, but I don't think it as a game changer, if that makes sense. So they're just refocusing our Steam offer, which I am like, you know, glad they're not being canned, I guess, but bummed about them being taken down, but it is what it is. Bit weird, like, I don't know why they're reevaluating it. Like, what do you gain? You're losing money because people won't be purchasing it anymore because they don't want to pay fucking thing. In discussions, somebody asked a similar question. I too would like to know if Stager will be in development, or if it's discontinued. Then they respond, so this is always a bit complicated to answer questions regarding the future of an application, and that a lot of what they, you know and plan is kind of going to stay in the team. So there will be new features. Can't give any details. Didn't say any major new overhauls or anything. But they can't reveal too much. Regarding the latest version, this was a minor update, so only bug and security fixes indeed. Be happy. I appreciate it and glad it's not going away. Hi. We're not able to share too much information, but they're working on a few fronts right now. So I'm guessing that just means that they're working on some new updates. Something got a new update recently. I believe it was Modeler, like a decent update. I guess Painter wasn't too long ago, but you know, Designer, I can't remember. Maybe Designer got one recently as well, but nothing like too major going on. We are working on a few fronts, including a major release for Substance Ready Stager. We plan to have that ready in a few months. And a private beta. So, oh no, so they are doing a major release for Substance Stager. So, I mean, it's worth picking up if they're doing a major release. I guess some major features. I don't know. It once again depends on what they classify as major, though. I mean, depends on if you're going to be using it. That said, I want to be transparent as possible that stage development has scaled back a bit because we're also working on some future vision and architecture changes. And they trying to invest in scalable feature to address some core issues with Stager in terms of performance, larger scene, and complex assets, while continuing to deliver things. So he interprets it as something that will replace Stager. but I don't interpret that as it getting replaced. But, or anything replacing anything at the moment. But, I mean, seems like they're going to be working on some bigger stuff. Yeah, so whether that all comes next year would be hopefully ideal if I'm going to be purchasing it for me personally. But, I mean, I kind of just don't see how any of this correlates to, I guess, the lack of, like, it being purchasable and stuff. The only thing that I've really noticed is sometimes, like, the purchase, like, count on Steam is maybe a bit lower, mainly because they mostly focus on Adobe, but I don't understand why. Like, what, you have to pay 100 USD, but as soon as you make $1,000 back, you gain that 100 back anyway, so it's like, I don't really know, why they would remove it, but, I mean, if we search up Adobe. Since when was... This can't be right. Are they planning on adding Photoshop onto Steam? So this never had anything. That's kind of bullshit if that was legit, but it could be somebody doing some actual, like, illegal shit. Like, adding it when it shouldn't be there. Why is this not coming up? Substance. Weird. I mean, what? Oh, I mean, there won't be much in the new ones, but if we look at, for example, the 2023s of everything, let's see. Go. Oh, there's more people using the old version. I mean, that's not good on their end. Charts. Yeah. So owner estimate is 2,000. Then I'd be intrigued to see. Let's look at Painter and then we'll do Sampler and Stager. So Painter has quite a lot actually. 14k or 7k. I mean, split the difference of maybe like, you know, 10k. Sampler, I'm guessing. If Designer was only 2k, then it might be 1 to 2k. Yeah, geez, 1k. Stager. 2k. I'm surprised Stager got more. What did Modeler get? $1k. Interesting, so Modeler's actually had a lot less. But, you know, it's hard to reason to get Modeler when other things like... Oh, did Substance Sampler only and Stager only come out 2023? Oh, well that might change things. Ah. No, so it came out 2022. Okay, well maybe that's not like... Well, it's like terrible, I hate that. But maybe I was under the assumption that it had been coming out for a good chunk more than that. But... I guess if that's the case... Yeah, it's just been dropping. Then you got... Yeah, interesting. Sampler 2022. Yeah, suffering from the same issue. I mean, let's look at then Painter 2022. Yeah, I mean, it's still popular. That's getting a lot more. Look at the purchases, Jesus. Then Painter 2023. Yeah. Was a whole lot less. Does this mean that they might remove it? That designer. It's still an improvement though. I mean, the way that I look at it though, unfortunately, is they increase the price. I believe. Yeah, so New Zealand, well, the lowest price, but I mean, you can't currently purchase it, but it was, what? It was going for 120 New Zealand, and then I remember they upped the price of Substance. So I mean, I don't know if it will come up here and here, but maybe it won't. Added USD. Did anybody mention the pricing here? Yeah, so they got a discount. There were discounts for previous owners. That's bullshit. But this one we don't get that. Man, I was told by one of the employees that there weren't discounts for prior owners. That's kind of bullshit. I don't know, maybe he didn't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna grab my fan controller and turn it on because I'm literally sweating in here. Like, it is cooking. I don't know. Hey Google, what's the temperature? Hey Google, what did he say? $19 degrees. I have it really quiet so I couldn't hear it. That's what it said to me. I thought, lazy? Why? I purchased it. What's the point in not using something that I purchased? Right, so recently I've been playing, I'm just ranting at the moment, not really ranting, but just going, saying random shit. I've been playing a heap of Vampire Survivors. I gotta be honest, I first played it, I don't know if I said this, I first played it back when it released, and I gotta be honest, lost me, right? No, I know what I'll play, some Forza, but, I need to play something that I haven't played in a couple of days. But I recently got back into it after seeing some people playing it, and I gotta be honest, it still took me an extra like couple hours to beat the fucking first level. But after beating the first level, it's smooth fucking sailing, and I still agree, like many people, the first level is shit, and I hate it. And it's not the hardest level. I would argue, to an extent, Gallo Tower is the hardest. The Inlaid Library is very easy. Then the dairy farm or something wasn't too bad. I did really good on my first go at that, but you know, like the first time I played, I got the level 60, so that was easy. I haven't played it since, to be honest. I should. To unlock more characters, but you know, I haven't. Ah, fuck. Why not? I'll play some of this. One moment. Not Forza. More Forza. Well, okay. Well, preface this. I've spent half the fucking day playing Vampire. Not really, but I've spent a lot of days playing it already. Vampire. I spent maybe like 3 hours today. But it's pretty addicting. That and Dave the Diver. I just don't like playing these games not on my Steam Deck because it's so... like, if you get a Steam Deck, you sort of know what I mean. It's like fucking easy, right? You know, just lie in bed, meow meow. You get more... Ew. You get more performance on PC, but I'm fine running 40 FPS. I could run this at you know, 60 or higher than 60 FPS, but, you know, for battery saving's sake, I only played at 40. And 40 and 60 look pretty similar when you're playing on something this fucking small, right? I need to charge it. It's running low. Out of sync, retry sync. When I can connect to the internet, because randomly disconnected me from the internet and I couldn't connect to it. Hey! Connect! Don't do this again to me. Connect. Oh, this is very frustrating. Where the fuck is my phone? Sometimes it doesn't connect, and I don't know if it's because there's something wrong with Steam, or... it's really annoying. Like, I can connect, I don't know. It's something to do with my connect. The thing is that we got it working on... I don't know the fucking password to... Oh, for fuck's sake. To one of the accounts. Maybe it's the same key, I'm gonna see. If I can connect to the worst version. Because sometimes the best one drops off or whatever, it just doesn't connect at all, for whatever reason. Really annoying. And it connects to my phone fine, like I can send it, but... it's so annoying. Like, I'm not joking when I say how annoying. Sometimes I'm joking when I say something annoys me. No, I'm really not joking when it comes to this. It's very frustrating. It's like, you can't do anything about it. I used to be able to do something about it, but then the fucking router decided to be a cunt and not do what its fucking one job is, so that was solely due to moving houses, so... And then we call up fucking service provider. Yes, I can connect to the old fucking internet, just not the new one apparently. Great, lovely. Some internet better than no fucking internet, I guess. Now reset it, just so I can... thing. I'd rather some internet than no internet. Just because it's not connecting to the servers. The fuck is the new Maeve skin? I will be right back at a refill. Was that Furia? No, this Sky. Not May. You sent something on Twitter. That looks like Sky to me. Oh. What about Fury? You keep mentioning Fury skin, but I'm a bit confused on that one. I'm gonna read from my drink real quickly. Send me the Fury skin. Why is this upside down? Part of the reason I'm so fucking hot is because I have the windows closed in my room. Only in my room. Just because I have the worst case of moths, mosquitoes, and shit going into my room. And, like, I'll shut the curtains and everything, and they'll still decide to hit in, and it's really bad. Like, there was a massive one, maybe the size of, like, I don't know, maybe this much of my pinky. So, it was, I mean, it was, like, not that big. Like, I've seen bigger moths before, but bigger than I'd fucking want, right? I don't recall these in the Among Us thing. Then again, oh, maybe it's because they're playing co-op. I've never played co-op with anyone because I mean, you don't have your thing. I mean, I prefer the other one really, but they've made worse. Let's put it that way. Anyone, what the fuck am I saying? For anybody interested, I do highly recommend. I should probably make a review for Vampire Survivors, but I do highly recommend it. It's $8. I have all the DLCs, and I'd recommend them all. It'll go on sale for like really cheap during, you know, this winter sale. Sorry, there's a stupid. How do I? Can you type it like another message? Oh wait, actually I can do that. Sorry. Thank you. Just because the fucking heart, as always, covers the fucking message, and it's so annoying. I wish I could remove it. There isn't a way though. But they're fucking stupid. Oh no, it's limited to short things. What? Listen. Like, I wouldn't say this is up to date on here. Sorry, let me just reload it. Yeah, it shouldn't be limited. It looks too shit, okay? I will be back, okay? I'm gonna have to close you, OBS. Briefly. Just because I'm launching, I have to launch a game here to reload because I don't think it's saved the sync's not syncing. The sync's not syncing! And, I mean, on here, it says, I don't know if you guys can see, right? Syncing. I don't know if you guys can see, but it says Steam Cloud up to date. When, you know, fucking over here it says out of sync. So, Ring light. Ring light. So, yeah. Hashtag meow. I'll quickly be right back. Wait. It's still running? It signed me out of my Steam account, but it seems OBS can run without Steam, so I guess that's a positive. Let me quit. Everything's all good. Quit. Let it sync. Then you set it, put it on charge as well. There's two things that I want to achieve. So these take forever sometimes to sync up. It's really annoying. Seems just a little bit slow sometimes. In the meantime, GeoGen, you wanna play a game? Yeah. If we had a controller, we'd be able to play Vampire Survivors. But games that I'm playing right now aren't, unfortunately, co-op. See if we can revive one. I don't know about revive. I think at this current point, I've done it before. Unfortunately, if I was interested... Oh, okay. Sync. Sync. Right, I need to reconnect. Hold on. It must have synced properly. On sync, please. Yes. Do I sync? Sync? Connected. Why don't say how to sync? No, I need to resync. Do I really have to close OBS? This might randomly go out. No? Interesting. I'm just gonna quickly search something while I wait for Steam to open again. Okay, it's worked. It just needed to be reloaded. Good. Okay, not bad. Yeah, got this. I'm gonna quickly go over something and then... I have to say, I do recommend handheld devices. They are rather good. Some of them are not implemented as well as it could be. Yeah. So there's a new update to GeoGen. I can show these, actually, now. So, I've been working on some stuff recently. Also, new update, they show like process and stuff. So I really like this. I worked on this in the tutorial. I think it looks awesome. I love it. It's really good. You know. So I'm really happy with how this one came out. I think it looks awesome. Nice atmosphere and everything. Looks good. I worked on this one. This one as well. For some reason didn't save the... Settings, project, thumbnail. It exists. I don't know why it doesn't come up in the thing, so we'll just redo that, save it. There we go. I was looking at one of the guys at Jenga made this, and it's testing out a new node, which for some reason comes up with an X, and that's a little weird. For some reason it gets smaller, really, just like there. Also, I've noticed, I don't know if they talked about it, but masks aren't red anymore. They're a mix of black and, I guess, bluey white. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. But yeah, it's sort of, you know, fluvial. So, mask fluvial, and it's pretty good. You can see it kind of happening here. So this is kind of the fluvial. It's like having a fluvial erosion without... Obviously, like, this isn't explicitly just the mask doing its thing. Like, the mask is providing, you know, color, right? Which I believe is in here and there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe not in there. So... but it works well. I want to know. Interesting, it just has lots of impact. Yeah, weird. So, you know, it's decent. I like it. I think it's good. It means you don't have to have a fluvial erosion, which is nice. So I think that is a positive. They've also changed the logos. So these actually now have logos instead of triangle. Well, it's still triangle and circle here, but here it's a bit more than that, which is good. I did do an iteration of this where I did do some actual texturing to it to make it like decent. But here it's not actual. Like, well, it's like actual texturing, of course, but like it's really just standard colors. There's not much more to it. Nice. Let's see. Help. Release notes. Yada. Fix proper progression. Not too sure what that is. Improve the limit of curves, which is good because that was an issue one. Added mask levels? Whoa. There is a slight change to that, but that must just be the... Sorry for that. No. Whoa, that's good. Second. Is that working or? It's an auto level. Oh, fuck! Of course it's not actually plugged in. That would explain it. Which I believe is not working. It is working. So that's pretty good. Auto level doesn't change anything, but that's pretty good. I think this is something that was much needed, actually. That changes that quite a bit, but there as well. Good, nice. They added a timeline, no animation export though. Hold on. I see. Okay. Whoa! How old is this round? Whoa! That's really good. This takes a minute to run, so that's why I want us to test this. Whoa! I mean, that's good. So how would this run? Because this has got to rebuild it each time. And that's where it hangs. So do you want to go? See the snow building up there. Interesting. That's really good. I'm surprised. I don't think that was really stated how You know, big that was. Ah. Right? Like, let's go. Really? Oh no, is there a way to... Maybe not occlusion, but... Well, this planet transform node is... not the right node. Planet noise. Surprised that works. Yeah. Oops. I don't know. Let me just do something basic like this, right? And then if I go emissive, I'm gonna go red. I'm gonna turn the emissive up. We're gonna turn the balloon here. We're gonna go mask. How do we do this? Curvature? Right, and then we just go. Oh, that doesn't work. What works with this? How do you... Mass transform doesn't work? Orientation work? No. I'm trying to figure out a way to... What's mass delta? Why does it allow me to do that? That doesn't do anything. Because I'm kind of hoping that you could kind of reduce that, but maybe there's a better way of doing it. Sorry, let me just... Cavity. How does this work? Is this any better? So they both suffer from the same problem. Oh, that's cool. Here we go. Hey, Flame, how's it going, my dudes? Hope you're having a good one, Chief. Okay, wait, hold on a minute. That's not working. Yeah, that's not working. Oh. Trust. Have faith. In range. Hold on. Oops. Whoa, that's here. Let's go. Sorry, we're just testing out some new update to GeoGen. Oh no, let's just set what's a good planet. Color scheme. Oops. Red, orange, I should say, sorry. Let's go planet 1, planet 2, planet 3, planet 4, rocks. Let's not go cavity, let's go gradient, sorry. We're just doing, how you doing though, Chief? That doesn't really do too much, does it? Just do my not usual weather. Was playing well. Hey, that's good to hear, my dude. Alright, we're gonna be testing this. Okay, dude. Let's check this out. So we're gonna be doing breaking up the planet. Run it. I don't know, dude. That's kinda red. Wait. Radical. Indeed. Hold on. So this will be black. Okay, maybe it's just gonna be good enough, okay? This might be good enough. Oh, you can't keyframe it. Maybe if I go single color of black. Gradient. Color. Then when I go back to here, set to single. Because it's just on and off. Yeah, it's gonna be on and off, isn't it? This could be interesting. Good, it's interesting colors. Oh no. I mean, it's kind of limited with what we can do here, but... And then if we... Oops. Yeah, yeah. Save this. And then when we get over here, this is so much work. They'll refine this in due time. But we'll set these to be black. So this will be like red. Oh, that one can be black and this can be black. I mean, say no more, right? Sorry, hold on. We're recording a video now. Hold on. Okay, this is not as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be. That actually came out pretty cool. I mean, it's just a test, right? But, I mean, that's pretty cool. New project. Choose location. I wish you didn't have to do this because I don't want to save any of this, but oh man, I'm loving playing Vampire Survivors right now. It's not happening. Plan. Shun. Where's my cursor? Here we go. I'm like, bro. My cursor is desktop. Here we go. Shove this bad boy in. 13 seconds. Unlink. Delete that. Oops. Cut. Delete that. Oopsies, what the fuck did I just press? Oh, ow! Oh, shit, I just looped it. How do I do this? Like that. Uh-oh. Clearing. There we go. Some of these things are not intuitive. Hey, both of you here. How's it going, my dude? How you doing, player? Hey, John. We entertain us. Hey, thanks. Right now we're just fucking around, right? Like, we're just fucking... What are we doing, eh? Well, I was meant to be playing Vampire Survivors. I don't know if any of you guys know that game, but, well, not happening because I'm messing around in, GeoGen, right? I'm gonna save this. We fucking indeed. I'm pretty happy with this actually, considering it's like a really quick job. Geogen Planet Destruction Test. Save that. Easy. Easy. I'm just gonna quickly upload this onto the Geogen server because I'm sure they'll like it. Since I didn't realize, like, they've got all these things, that's Embergen. Like, they upload all this stuff, right? Yada da 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 da. And you just, like, scroll through it, reading through it. And it's such a minor thing. Where is it? The fact that I can't see it right now. Yeah. Add a timeline. No animation. Then add, like, then say, oh, we added keyframing and, like, you know, you can play around with that. No. It's just one simple thing. So I'm just gonna upload that because, I mean, that's pretty fucking sick, right? Planet Destroy. Where did I save it? Did I save it in the wrong fucking thing? In my tutorials. Didn't I? Yeah. And it didn't even have the name either for whatever reason. Over 500? What? How is it 3 gig? Welcome back, everybody. Today's... Oh! That's why. It's my 30-minute long tutorial on how to make planets. Then where did I download it? I was gonna say, because I'm like, no shit, it's fucking 3. That was instantaneous transfer. I didn't realize it was 3 gig. How did I... Oh! There we go. I just remembered that I completely deleted that. Control X is not necessary. Why is this called new folder? Always check the path, indeed. Okay. Let's send through the non-3 gigabyte tutorial. Quick test of planet destruction. I spelled it wrong. Destruction. I can see animation being an awesome feature. But, like, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a single like 3D software like for terrains being able to do animation. Like, this is another new thing. Now, in my opinion, they should focus on further improving terrains as a whole, as terrains are like the main selling point, and the fact that the terrains are kind of a little bit behind, but I guess it's just due to time. Like, in due time it will be better. But right now, there's so many awesome features that separate it, and I guess gives reason to it. But, hey, you know, that's cool. I like it. I like it. How it all turns black and everything as it burns out. It looks like the sun as well. That's cool. I mean, there's some cool stuff being added to this. This guy does some pretty cool stylize. Like, this reminds me of Bad North, if you guys have ever seen Bad North. I'm gonna play some Vampire Survivors, but I'll search up Vampire Survivors. Bad North. I don't know if you guys know Bad North, but reminds me of these. Maybe it's just me. Just its stylization, I guess, in the color schemes. Resonate's carrying some cool stuff as always. Is it bad? No. Oh, it's bad enough. Resonate's doing some pretty cool stuff. I'd be intrigued to see the nodes he used for this, because this is pretty complex, and I could probably make something like it, but geez, I would not want to know the the thing that I'm thinking right now is look at the amount of color. So he's got basic sandy dirt in here. He's got trees. He's got, I don't know if all of this is like one color. Or this is multicolored. How the fuck did he have them like that, though? Seeing paladins, I'm not killing. Oh no. Is it just... what's the word? Anastrophe? Or how you can say? And he's got this as well, which is completely different as well. It's got rocks as well, which I don't know if they're using the same color node. But the amount of masking that's going on here... I don't remember. I don't want to know how long that would have taken him. He did a very good job. So if you're watching Resonate, great job, my dude. That looks like a real pain in the ass to make. Yeah, well, he now has room to do more nodes, and the previous node max was like 125 nodes. So quite a lot. Remember playing Paladins years ago? Yeah. Paladins, I'm sure there's like, I feel like almost everybody played Paladins back in the beta. I'll diss a lot of these ones. Overwatch is still terrible as well. I don't understand how they both fuck each other up. I mean, Paladins has been on downfall for a while, and Overwatch kind of just fucked themselves over. I'll save that one. I wasn't going to save that, but we'll save it. Planet Destruction Test. I mean, if anybody wants it, I can send you the file. This has been a very gamey thing. Better than Overwatch. I would say, I don't know. I hold a very... I don't know if that's weird. For me, it's like lull periods. I have periods where I'll say, nah, I kind of think Overwatch is better, and then I'll go, no, Paladins is definitely better. I think it's really hard, eh? Because I think there's definitely things that I prefer over Paladins. I think if I were to open up Overwatch and open up Paladins and tell you what I would be enjoying more... at this current point, it would be Overwatch, but I think Paladins is fundamentally a better game, but Overwatch is currently a bit better, just due to Paladins is kind of an R server anyway. There's like fucking 4 matches going on or 3 matches going on at one time, so it's the same people. It's because of that, the matchmaking's horse shit, right? You'll have people that are level 999, then you have people that are level 20. And they're just, I mean, yeah. Amy can kind of go on about how great the new update was in terms of, you know, nerfing everybody but the people that need to be nerfed. Like, Maeve is fine. She's been fine for so many years. Why do they nerf Maeve? And Koga is effectively useless now. Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, Koga was, like, good, but, yeah, terrible updates. So, they're just, you know, rubbing fucking salt in the wound. But then you have, Overwatch. And Overwatch is good. Controller Koga, yeah. Overwatch is good. I think it is, like, I don't know. Is it sad to say that I prefer update, like, Overwatch 2 to Overwatch 1? But I think there's just some fundamental changes that Overwatch are doing that I'm not necessarily agreeing with. Albeit I a lot of them are kind of the same issue with Paladins. So stuff like the Battle Pass. I don't like Battle Pass. I don't know why they have a Battle Pass. You know, Overwatch used to be paid. Why the fuck did they, you know, I mean, I think they introduced the new Battle Pass into that, but when they changed over, but I don't know. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna go on a little slight rant here. I prefer loot boxes to Battle Passes. Fear. I'm not a Fortnite kind of guy. I heard some of the new Lego update was pretty good. I probably wouldn't get into it myself, but I've heard that one's pretty good. But yeah. To me, I don't know. I'm gonna give you my reasoning. Maybe this is unpopular, but I do hope to sway people. Yeah, true. Here's why I prefer fucking not battle passes. Why I hate battle passes and I think they're worse, and just fundamentally worse for the consumer, but also worse in general compared to loot boxes. Loot boxes were bad. Okay, it was all luck. No, it wasn't luck. Well, it was luck, and there was like nothing that could sway it, right? It all depended how each game implemented it. Some games had good implementation. You've also got gacha, which is a version and like a type of loot boxes. So gacha is loot boxes, but by a specific point in time, you are guaranteed something good. So instead of it being you could have shit for all ever, right? But gacha at least it means that you're going to definitely gain something. Alright, that's all good. Thank you for popping by though, Flame, and I hope you have a good one, Chief. And I hope to see you next time, eh? Have a good one. So I'm gonna be ending stream not pretty early, maybe 10. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I won't play Vampire Survivors tonight. I will play that tomorrow. Just because I got work tomorrow at 7:30. We're leaving. So only because of that. Because it's later than I thought it was. Here's my reasoning. At least gacha allows it, and that's if you have gacha. Even if you don't have gacha, it's just assuming these like random choices, right, are like capable of being gained by playing the game, right? Then it's fine, in my opinion. Some people will be lucky and they get to try the new stuff, while other people are less lucky. The whole point of Battle Passes is it confirms and sets out a standard of when you're going to be getting stuff. But the way that they're implemented is either A, you have to pay for it, and then you're locking content behind a paywall. Terrible. What the fuck? Especially if you're paying for the game in the first place, that's terrible. But secondly, right, even if it is, you forcibly have to play the game to unlock that content. Then after a specific period of time, you lose that content, right? You cannot get in it. So I also disagree with this because it's like, I have to download your content that I'm never going to be able to access, right? So the files for, let's say there's a skin, right? And the skin is only obtainable, I should say, at like, let's just say 2018, right? Now, in order for that skin to be viewable and usable in the game, everybody must have it downloaded, even if they can't access it due to it being only in 2018. That is why I completely disagree with Battle Passes and some things that like Overwatch are doing and stuff like that, where it's like limited time skins, right? The same with Paladins, right? They both have limited time skins. What the fuck? That is terrible, right? Because now everybody has to download extra content that they will never be able to access, right? My file size has to be bigger to, you know, allow you to use the skin, right? I can't access that content. What's the point? It's like having, when DLCs come out for a game, everybody has to download all that content. It's just not going to be accessible unless you pay for the DLC. So you're having to download, like, you know, 10, 15 gigabytes of content extra on top of the base game while not being able to, like, access it. That's stupid. That's bad, right? A good way of doing it is what Cyberpunk does, where it's like the content is technically there, but if you actually go and view it in like from an aerial view, it's just nothing, right? It's just flat plains of nothing outside of like, the opening area where you can first look, right? That just doesn't break the game, that just works well. That, I think, is a bullshit way of doing it. If you do it, that content is still physically there. So that's one reason why I hate battle passes. Because other people are like fucking sucking, like, they are getting like hit by this and it's stupid, right? So it's just exponentially increasing file sizes for no fucking reason, right? Second reason, okay? You have to physically be playing this game within this time period to even access this content, okay? And then on top of that, you either have to pay to boost, right? And go through levels, or you have to play, 20 hours of content throughout that month or whatever before it goes, because otherwise you're not going to have the experience required to boost up the battle pass. This is the same issue for all games, right? They have battle passes, right? Excluding a couple of them, right? Well, yeah, excluding the ones like Halo Master Chief Collection and the one that Amy's been playing, the fucking mining one, mining dwarves. I can't remember what it's called. Deep Rock Galactic, right? Those ones are like infinite. They're lifetime battle passes. Lifetime battle passes are good because then you can just access them whenever you want and you don't lose that content, and that content is fine, right? Because you can access it whenever. So that's the second reason why I hate it. Because limited time content, A, sucks, and B, it just ruins it for everybody else, because then now everybody else has to go and play the game during that limited time to be able to access that content. If you didn't, tough luck, right? Which means you're going to have less time to play other games. So now with all of these games having battle passes, now they're all, requesting 20 hours or 30 hours to 50 hours to whatever, right? Of like playtime just to unlock it. When that's not going to be achievable, when these are like, 1 month, for example, or 2 weeks or whatever, and they're all asking for it, which means you're only realistically going to be able to play 1 or 2 battle pass games, like focused battle passes for 2 games, really, 1 or 2 games, for a reasonable person, and for somebody who has like a decent job and doesn't have that much time, right, has kids and stuff like that, good luck even getting through 1 battle pass, right? You're going to have to boost, because otherwise you're not going to have the time to fucking do it. So that's my second reason, because it's just unfucking fair. At least, with these, what are they called? The loot boxes, they're just there, like, forever. You're always able to access that content. There's also why I completely despise what Paladins is doing and some of their shit. Making some of their shit like limited edition and like these things. Yeah, these games are trying to fish out whales as well. Yeah. So, I mean, you could get plenty of whales with loot boxes, right? Some would argue that loot boxes even required more whales, but at least the things were completely obtainable. This is why I dislike Paladins with in terms of its store page, right? Because now they've gotten rid of pretty much every way to get gems outside of A, running through the battle pass. Yeah, maybe it's free. You still have to run through the battle pass. I don't care if it's free or paid. You still have to run through it, right, to get the coin, to get the gems. Even then, it's a very small, minimal amount of gems. You used to be able to do it by, logging in daily. You still can, but it's a minimal amount that you're never going to be able to achieve fucking diddly shit from that, right? So, that's 15, and these things cost, 300. And it's not like you're getting that each day either. That's after a week, right? That's genuinely 20 weeks of logging in. Fucking a bit less than 20 weeks, right? That's ridiculously stupid. That's 15 fucking weeks of logging in. And you have to log in each day, every single thing. And there's, no other ways of gaining gems outside of the battle pass and having to play that. You used to be able to do that by doing daily tasks as well. Not anymore, right? You used to be able to do get skins as well that were locked behind these things by just simply playing the game, and you would get, bounty coins. and those would allow you to buy things, and we had a lot. They said that they're going to pay us back for it. Tough fucking luck. None of us got paid back for that. So that was a lie, and it's been almost a year from that, so fat lies, okay? And people have pointed it out, and they haven't said a single fucking thing about it. So they're obviously just covering and hiding and pretending like they don't fucking remember. Even when people fucking say that, right? And directly reply to them about it, and they don't fucking respond. So, bullshit. So yeah. Like, 2 reasons. I mean, third reason would be probably, yeah, trials. So they're gonna address something about it next year. Not the trials, the bounty coins, though. The trials, I don't know what the fuck. They just randomly removed the trials one day and just went tough luck. The trials were pretty bad because it's like you have to complete specific challenges, and some of those are like stupid. They're just like, play the specific champion and get a specific amount of kills and stuff like that. I mean, I don't like that, personally, right? Playing specific champions. I mean, let's be honest here. There's specific champions that nobody wants on their fucking team, right? And they're also... Yeah. Oh, did they say that they're going to address that? Because it's been almost a year. Oh, and they've said that in the past, and they didn't fucking do anything. I mean, like, to me, that's, like, bullshit, because that kind of pushes people to play characters that they're, like, not, you know, wanting to do, right? Well, I mean, I understand the we will see, but it's just, you know, it's been almost a year. Like, it's not hard. They still have the information. If they deleted it, then nobody's going to get addressed it anyway, so, it's not that hard. I mean, even if it was like a, you know, for every, like, 1,000, you gain 1 gem, right? So if you had, like, for example, 10,000, you'd gain 10 gems. Or if it's, like, you know, for every 100, you get a gem. So it'd be like, you know, if you had 10,000, you'd have 100 gems. Which is not reasonable at all, right? But it's better than fucking anything else. They can bring back the old play modes. They can fucking fix up a store. Well, you'd think. You'd think. Well, everything they do fucking takes them longer. And I could fucking implement this myself if I really wanted to. Like, not literally, but, like, figuratively. I don't have access to their source code and everything. But, I mean, fucking anybody really could sort of work that shit out. Right? So, kind of bullshit. UI is hard. It's not even... It's just stupid shit. What people don't understand is it takes effort to remove that shit, right? So if you have something that's already working, it will take, like, you know, days, weeks to remove something, and then have everything still work competently. So they had to spend time and money, right, on removing a feature that already existed and works perfectly fine. So I just want to preface that, right? So, yeah. So, yeah, the money that you're spending on the game is going towards them removing shit. Takes less time to find the issue, doesn't it? The issue was that there wasn't even an issue. But, finding an issue depends on the issue and how embedded it is. I mean, considering bounty the bounty coin things were relatively new, in the great scheme of things, relatively new, like it had been going for like a year or 2 maybe. So, considering it's that new, a lot of the same people would have been working on it, so it probably wouldn't have been hard to find, like, you know, fix any issues if there were issues with that. But something that maybe had been implemented, like, 5 years ago would take a bitch long to fucking remove, and same with that, potentially be a bitch to fucking fix, depending. Stuff like removing the replay system, and with its you know, end of game things that had been in there for like all of early access, and then after early access they removed it or something like that. It was somewhere around then. Maybe it was partway through early access. They'd been in the game for ages. They removed it. That would have taken time and effort to fucking figure that shit out. And a lot of us will agree that it probably wasn't worth it. It's just to fix an issue, but I mean, the game's still not great, so I don't know what it, in quotation, fixed, but... There's so many stupid issues with this that I think are just stupid. They're putting, like, people, once again, I say the QI designers are pretty shite when it comes to paladins, and I can't be, like, fucking wrong. Like, this new update, they fucking change everything. Like, okay, I'm gonna quickly deep dive this update, and I'm gonna end stream soon, but, let's see. Patch notes. December 20th, that sounds like the one. Also, tomorrow, I believe, will be the winter sale. So I'm going to pick up some stuff. I'm going to be picking up the things during the sale, the 2 substances. And then I might pick up some games, and, you know, those of you who are interested also do the same. But, let's see, right? So... I don't know what the fuck they're adding with this. Ico's Vault Cosmetics. The new skins, these look kind of wank. That's bad, pretty bad. Decentish, I guess, decentish. I mean, they just recolors, I think, with some minor changes. Let's see. Ashe now does extra damage. Nobody runs that run, do they? Slugshot. And I don't think it necessarily needs to be buffed. It's the other ones should really be nerfed a bit. Because what all you're going to be doing is... Bear in mind, Ashe is like an A-level champion. A lot of people consider that a pretty, you know, high in terms of, like, ranked, right? Which, good luck finding ranked for anywhere out of fucking NA. I heard even Europe sometimes is hard to find, so... I don't think she needed any buffs. And I agree. Like, with, you know, this. The other ones are really good. It's very efficient. That's why you use it. But that doesn't mean you have to buff everything, because you run into the issue of... If you keep buffing things because other things are better, it just fucking... It makes things worse, right? You should nerf things that are good, because then it causes more issues. Because let's just say you buff something and it becomes completely broken, then everybody plays Ashe now because Ashe is completely broken. That's terrible. If you nerf things, right, less people are going to be playing Ashe, maybe, right? But you've still got all the other tanks that people could be using. You've got how many other tanks, right? By increasing things, you're just making one champion more valuable than others, right? Which changes the meta, but at the moment there's a couple meta tanks, right? There's not a single meta, right? Nobody's broken it. It's not like Androxus when he was a complete, like, only pick. Or like Caspian now is completely broken, right? And some of the other stuff, right? Like 7 used to be completely broken. You'd only pretty much ever, like, you'd always see a 7 in the match. Because he was that broken. Let's see. Is now only applied? That's annoying. I don't play the game anymore. I mean, I don't think it's overly going to... Yeah. I mean, I don't play the game anymore, and I want to keep it that way, because I don't... I just feel like shit, right? Whenever I play the game. It doesn't matter, you know, we can keep winning. I either feel indifferent or I feel like shit. Okay, we lose, I feel like shit and a waste of time. If I fucking win, I feel like nice work, but I realistically, I'm not that shit at the game. We should be winning, right? And even if it's close, I feel pretty indifferent. To me, if you feel indifferent about winning in a game, you shouldn't be playing the game because it's not worth it, right? It's a waste of your time. You play games because you want to enjoy them. You shouldn't play games because they annoy you. And you know, when I am at work, I want to go, fuck, man, I wish I could be playing, you know, blah game right now. Like, for me, that's Vampire Survivors. But as soon as I become completely overpowered and I'm not gaining anything new in Vampire Survivors, I'm not going to be enjoying it. Yeah. And I'll probably quit playing Vampire Survivors because I'll become indifferent. I mean, that was me when I fucking, you know, was fucking constantly losing at Vampire Survivors, and I quit because it was like, shit, this is a waste of my time. I play for 3 hours, I gain literally nothing new, but you gain a couple of new things, but you're not getting anywhere. You're still stuck on the first level, and that's a waste of my time. I got there in the end, but let's see. Chokehold, near feature. Increases the travel speed and distance of commander grab. I don't know what it was before. But I mean, I really probably wouldn't run that. By 4% to speed and travel distance, probably not worth it. Increased damage needed to generate from 80. So now it takes half the time, no, double the time to generate energy. Don't play Koga now. He's useless. Unless you play different cards, but that's still fucked, okay? I don't know why they did that to Koga. Koga wasn't, he was kind of broken, but he wasn't like fully broken. He was just really good, depending on who was playing. That's bullshit. And this is once again my point. QA, dude, this is all up to QA, right? And the fact that QA is letting these get passed. I mean, who the fuck holds that much of a grudge against Koga and Maeve? Jesus, right? Like, Cat Burglar was like the only decent one. Yeah, there was Rogue's Gambit that was decent, but what was the other one? Street Justice. Nerf Street Justice, right? The fact that people are not playing Street Justice, not because it's fucking, you know, bad. They're playing it because of it's like a gentleman's agreement that you don't play Street Justice because of how broken it is. The fact that there has to be a gentleman's agreement due to how broken something can be generally means that something's a little bit broken, okay? Kind of bullshit. So they nerfed the one thing, the one thing outside of fucking Rogue's Gambit that you, I don't know, dude. Terrible. Let's see, Murderous Intent. What was it before? I wish it actually said what the old effect is, because that's kind of useless, saying, old effect removed. Good to know! When it says new effects, generally that means that the old one isn't there. New effect. Hitting an enemy with Crimson, harder Crimson while they are affected by Blood Hex or Swarm increases your movement and attack speed. You can go more aggro. Great. It's not like Lilith was already one of the best healers in the game. The support, I should say. I mean, come on, man. I don't play Maeve, and Maeve's pretty... You don't see too many of her. Maeve was never broken, okay? If you want to nerf somebody that can be broken with the right player, nerf Eevee, and even then, I still don't think you should nerf Eevee, right? Maeve, not many people play her, but even then, she's not broken. She's pretty easily to be countered, right? As soon as you, like, incapacitate her of some form, she's fucked. Because all she relies on is her speed and maneuverability, right? Outside of, you know, her fucking... When she gets close to you, you're kind of fucked, right? But from a distance, she's useless. I mean, what's she gonna do, right? So just focus her. Or have somebody focus her. Ripened Gourd now deals 60% damage to enemies instead of 0. I don't know about a good sniper. Supports bring a lot to the table. Mixing sustain with damage. She has no full off. She has no full off, but hitting those shots from a distance is kind of impossible. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have full off, but her weapons physically, like her, you know, her projectiles physically fall off, and that's where the issue arises. No, that's possible. Possible isn't necessarily the word I would use there. Yeah, it's possible, but it's also saying fucking pigs can fly is possible. Yeah, you can make them fly, but I mean, when you say pigs can fly is not generally the way that I would put it. The I've been sniper Maeve, yeah. Well, let's put it this way: if somebody's allowing Maeve to snipe, then something's wrong with that fucking team, okay? Because there's definitely a multitude of other champions I would pick to snipe with that would significantly do better. So, letting somebody snipe when they shouldn't be sniping is kind of stupid. We felt that Ripe and Gourd penalty was too harsh, so they buffed it. Well, that's good, I guess. I heard somebody say that Maldumba was nerfed, so... I'm not too sure. I wouldn't classify this as a nerf, but... I also need to finish my coin thing. I was going to finish it today, but I had to stream and I forgot. But I should have most of tomorrow. Omen changed effect to be no longer ramps down, but spread is reduced by 50. Negating Omen's trade-off. Showing is adaptable mid-range damage to inconsistent high-range, long-range machine. So... it no longer ramps down. Don't know what it means by that. Its spread is reduced and its fire is reduced. So it's closer and it's just slower, which seems stupid. But Omen is pretty broken at the moment, I believe. A lot of people consider him broken. You think it's stupid? Okay, so its shield is better. Now also reduces. Hey Travis, how's it going, my dude? Just looking through Paladin's update before I hop off because it was getting late and I got work at fucking early in the morning. Let's see. So increased shield now reduces emitter's cooldown by 1 second while emitter is active. Ruckus gains immunity to crowd control. I wouldn't, you know, I'm not actually opposed to this. I run Flux Generator whenever I play Ruckus. I don't like the movement speed. But when you see Ruckuses, you would only ever see them play Aerial Assault, I believe is what it's called, right? The one where they move. Because he's the best off-tank, right? Or one of the best off-tanks, right? But he was never, here was the key thing, never viable as an on-point tank. Never. Like, you couldn't. So I guess this makes him at least semi-viable, but only while his emitter is active. While his emitter is inactive, I mean, he's kind of got nothing going for him. He doesn't help the team, yada, yada, yada. At least he's got something that makes him somewhat viable. People made this sound like it was worse than it really should have been. The Aerial Assault is like really good. Yeah, which makes that viable. Because people would just spam Ruckus and he would die within like half a second of ulting. And that was kind of like shit. Albeit I believe the immunity to crowd control would be the main thing here that I would look at using it for. Outside of, I mean, just tankiness. But I mean, yeah, you were, I think, immune to crowd control already during ult, so I think at least that's not too much of a buff. Now has a cooldown. What's Enveloping Shadows? Like, once again, I wish this would say, why do you not have a link? That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's good. Vashi's pretty broken. Imani has been re-enabled. Yeah. Well, let's see what that is then. Oh, yeah. Talents. Developing Shadows now has a 3-second cooldown. Reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities by 10%. After hitting an enemy with at least one kunai. Shit. Don't recall this. I think I usually ran that. No, I usually ran that. That's big. That's a big change. 3 seconds is quite a while. Well, it's gonna be a bit more passive. Only 10% every 3 seconds is kind of useless. That's quite a thing. Maybe like 1.5 seconds, but 3 seconds and like a fight, that's not going to help you at all, right? 3 seconds could be one fight, right? Like a fight could end within 3 seconds. I don't know. I dislike where Vaatu was, sort of, due to how broken he could have been. But that, I mean, that's a really big nerf. Eesh. That was a pretty horrible update. There's not many things that I agreed with. I mean, the Ruckus one is maybe kind of a little broken, but, I mean, I think it was overall decent. Some would say the Betty thing was, good, but I don't know. Depends on per person. I mean, Betty was never good in the higher level of things, right? So if you're good at the game, you wouldn't see Betty's that often because she's easily countered. That's what I always say, right? She's easily countered. Yeah, so there's that. And she's like, you know, just walk away from the bombs. You're fucking fine, right? So, I don't know. But, what else? I mean, you got fucking... Who else? There was nobody really else that was good. I mean, what's his name? The guy with the gourd. Yeah, the fucking snake guy. What's his name? I guess you could say that's decent. But the rest of them, I think, were horse shit, right? And Malbumba, that's the one. The rest of those were bad, terrible. I don't agree with. And honestly, I don't play the game, and I could give probably better fucking changes than that. Yeah, she got nerfed when she really didn't need to. Like, there's so many more people that could be nerfed, especially Caspian right now. He's apparently broken. They buffed Caspian to make him usable way too much. They did, I guess, the opposite of what they did with fucking, what's her name, the fucking lady that can auto-aim. Regardless, thank you guys for watching. I didn't play any games today, but I talked about games, so I'll give that at least that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I honestly spent more time, and I was more productive doing my own fucking usual shit. But in my defense, I wanted to do that anyway, and yeah, so I guess thank you guys for watching. Yeah, tomorrow I will probably play games. Depends. I'm gonna be spending a bit of time on my 3D model that I'm working on, so that'll take up, means I won't play as much Vampire Survivors, and I'm busy in the morning as well, so no Vampire Survivors in the morning. So, I'll probably be in the mood to play some Vampire Survivors. I was today, but just not the time that I'm willing to spend. Like, I could stay up late and stream, but it's like, I'm gonna feel shit when I wake up at, like, 6:30. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, thank you, Jun, for subscribing, and anybody else that's, you know, sneakily subscribed without me knowing. I appreciate it. We're really close to hitting 150. I want to say, like, I'm pretty impressed that I've managed to hit 100 or very close to 150 subs so quickly. Like, a year of streaming resulted in about 60 subscribers, and then Geogen comes out and I upload a couple more videos, and just out of the blue, you know, Geogen boosts me a little bit, giving me up to like 80, 100 subs, and then fucking that kind of just pushes everything else to be recommended a bit more, and then with everything else being a bit recommended a bit more, getting an extra 50 subs has been super quick, super good, and really nice. So I do appreciate it all, and you know, pretty excited for the future of the channel. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, even if you're just popping into my streams and just chatting, you know, saying a single message, I appreciate it, because, you know, it's just keeping the circle going, you know? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you tomorrow, same time-ish, you know, give or take an hour, right? Maybe I might stream early, depending on how much time I have, right? And how the day goes. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you later. See you. Bye-bye.